Alrighty, we're live. I'm gonna hide that. Hey everyone! I'm Sarah. Welcome to tonight's session of Dungeons and Dragons and Wrestlers. I hope you're all ready for some fun shenanigans because I know I am. With me, as always, are my friends. Everyone, introduce yourselves, please. Not all at once, though.
I'm Nick Radford,
Yay!
the poet in professional wrestling. I am playing Clarence Flameborn, aka Sturgeman, aka the greatest detective in Emmer Point.
And we are Thom Almans, the other half of the Academy, playing Earl Rumble Willow and also fostering this little puppy.
He's so sweet.
What's on your chest? Yeah, goopies on your chest.
I'm Kevin. I'm playing Adrian Wren, a warlock. It's like a transformer dude.
Transformers. Was that it?
That's you. Now it's you.
Oh shit. Okay. This is Drake One. 1 out of 1 DOA Pure Wrestling Champion. I'm playing V5 Fu. What was it? Fei? Fu. What was the name? I was given to me by a beholder. We're sticking with it, and I am a Warforged fighter with a damaged behavior cortex and a memory matrix.
Excellent.
Yes, words.
Words. We did them.
Words.
Words are hard today, you guys. Let me tell you. They're hard. Hey,
The
Scott!
word's hard.
Welcome back! It's good to see you again! Thank you again for joining us! I'm happy to see you.
Oh shit. Who else is watching? Is Kevin's mom watching?
No.
Oh,
No?
I
Damn,
was gonna say,
Austin
hi,
lied.
Kevin's mom. That would have been cool.
Which one?
Yeah, no. I mean,
Yes.
neither of them. But
Alrighty.
Beautiful.
If no one has any questions, I guess we could just get straight into the game.
what did everybody take for their feats and/or level upgrades?
Oh, heck
and
yeah.
new levels?
Last week you guys leveled up. Please give us the deets.
I took a level in Warlock, bumping me up to Warlock level 12. That gave me an ASI or a feat. I opted to take Resilient Constitution, which gives me +1 to Constitution, bumping my Constitution from 15 to 16, giving me a +3 on my Constitution modifier, and also giving me proficiency in Constitution, which means that on Constitution saving throws and on concentration checks, I have a +7.
Damn.
Yes. Yes.
I took another level in Barbarian to get another Rage and some other features that have to do with my totem that I'm still learning about.
Yes.
Hey, put that away. Yeah, I just took another level in Rogue, but I took the Squat Nimbleness feat, so I can increase my speed by 5 feet and then gain proficiency in athletics, and added one to my strength modifier, or to my strength stat, because I'm so weak.
Excellent.
I took another level in fighter because I'm a basic bitch. Took a heavy armor mastery feat, +1 to strength, bumps me to 20 strength, and take 3 less damage from piercing, slashing, bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
This is gonna go horribly.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Also, yeah. Health went up by 8.
Nice.
Better.
Excellent.
Only 8?
Only 8. I rolled 3.
That better, Vanya.
Oh.
Oh, no, don't roll. Just take the average.
Nah.
I'll let you retcon that if you want.
I guess I could go from 162 to 165.
I always just take the average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was cool though because I gained like 11 health points or no, I gained something ridiculous like 13 health points or something when I leveled up because my constitution went up. So for every level, I gained an extra one health.
Damn.
Is it better on you?
Yeah, I always take the average. I think it's just like I don't like to roll for stats or roll for health.
You get damage? Okay,
Um,
that's fine.
I like the old school mentality of everything being random, and sometimes that works out, sometimes doesn't.
Totally fair.
I mean,
You can't.
props to you, man.
You're not old enough.
Just make sure you re-roll once.
Oh yeah, always reroll once when you're doing health, please.
Nah.
Okay, fine. We're done.
I mean, when you roll level 1 wizard with a negative constitution modifier.
Okay, fucking Gary Gygax over here.
Nick, would you like to do a recap? Or would you like
Sure.
me to?
Oh, no, I can do it.
Okay.
On the last episode of Always Sunny in Ember Point Season 2, the gang encountered a man after beating up a snake lady. The man his name was Baron Wildemare, I believe. He was a finely dressed man and wanted to introduce us to somebody in private. A young lady. Her name was Eunice. After some conversation, she ended up naming Robot Guy. She named him Fee. She was looking for Annalise. She said she was looking for Annalise. She said she's Annalise's lady in waiting. And she wasn't very helpful. So then we all tried to run away from her. And only Earl succeeded. Then she turned into a beholder, and we fought her, and she held Adrian over the edge of the building, psychically, and none of us tried to save him.
Nope.
Ultimately we saved him by killing the beholder.
That is true.
In all fairness, like at this point, what chronologically 6 hours beforehand, I flew away from you guys with double birds, so you guys know I can fly.
That is true.
I guess that was the day before, but you guys know I can fly.
Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah.
Anyway, we decided to just let him hang out while we killed her, and then we all decided to just jump off the roof anyway, and enter the building. And when we tried to get into the theater, the wind started picking up, and we heard faint laughter, which we assumed was Annalise. And then we were transported back to Emmer Point, where we started.
Yes.
That's where we left off.
Alrighty. You find yourselves back in Emmer Point. The bustling streets are filled with midday traffic that has momentarily stopped. Every single person and carriage has stopped and is now staring at you in the large theater building that has just appeared without warning. The playful laughter might still be ringing in your ears from the individual who brought about your recent adventures. There is still something I want, and I will get it, she said. As you get your bearings, a Crown's Guard shoots past you, having run from inside the building towards the direction of the Starosta's Manor in the guard tower. Quiet murmurs quickly change to a cacophony of noise as people exit the theater, quickly making their way as far from it as possible, bystanders gawking and startling horses. The Crown's Guard that are stationed at the ropes or surrounding the building quickly jump into action. Some go into the building, some are staying out and assisting those exiting. And before you know it, a large group of Crown's Guards comes running towards the theater, led by a gnome with golden buns on the side of her head, holding a mace tightly in her hands, with a serious look on her face. She shouts orders to the guards, the majority of which immediately disperse into the theater. She looks around the crowd, and her gaze eventually lands on you all. Her shoulders stiffen ever so slightly, and then starts making her way towards you. Watchmaster Lynn Uncaf marches up towards you and stops a few feet away. Putting her hands on her hips, she shakes her head. It has been 2 years since I've seen you lot. The town has been relatively peaceful. Why are you here, and how are you involved? Actually, wait. Before you answer that, please come to the Strosis Manor with me. I'm sure he'd like to talk with you. And from the state that you're all in, I think you guys have a lot to talk about. She motions to a guard who takes off towards the Strosis Manor and then starts walking away herself, stopping a few feet to see if you follow.
I
You
mean,
gonna, hey, Adrian,
what's up?
you gonna fly away?
I'm thinking about it. She's not having us arrested, so I probably won't. Although it would be nice to, is nice to have advantage on those concentration checks just in case.
So you don't die again.
Yeah, I guess I'm going to motion forward to the guys like, hey, I'm behind you guys, or at least the big man.
I say we let the robot go in the front.
True. That was the big man I was talking about. What, you thought I was talking about the dragon?
I was actually gonna roll stealth check to see if I can move so slowly and quietly they don't notice me sneaking away.
I mean, go for it if you want.
The robot wearing plate armor that has disadvantage on stealth
Oh,
checks.
shit. Never say never.
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, yeah, exactly. What's the worst that can happen,
All right,
right?
roll your d20.
Yeah.
I have disadvantage on this as well, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
6.
6.
Yep.
The watchmaster sees you kind of scooting away, and she's like, "Excuse me, don't
I
go
imagine
anywhere."
his like armor squeaking as he's just trying to like slowly back up.
Yep.
Just,
Come
like,
on, you're coming too.
Oh yeah, don't forget our coat rack.
Yeah. Hey, Drake, make a make a strength saving throw for me really quick.
Strength save?
Or strength check. Yeah, strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah. You're proficient in it, but make one for me.
Well, yeah. That's what I'm asking. Is it strength check or strength save? Plus 5, 22.
Damn, I tried to telepathically shove you forward, but you're too strong.
I'm a little too hefty for you.
No, I think it's fine. Just our robot friend will go in front and follow this gnome that I've never seen before.
Yep, I'm gonna follow. He's our new head security guy. So, hey Fee, go ahead.
I mean, since you guys are promoting me to a head of security, guess I have to, right?
Yes.
And also, I find that term robot very offensive because technically I'm not a robot. I'm an android.
Well, I mean, it's either robot or racist robot. You choose, B.
Yes.
There you go.
Robot or racist android, you pick.
Android works.
Oh, okay. Once she sees you guys following, she picks up her pace and heads. I actually added. Where's my mouse? Tom, if you want to pull up Shard Tabletop, you could.
Okay. Yeah.
I added the theater to the to the town of Emerald Point.
Perfect.
Yeah. Let me know when you have it pulled up, and I will ping it for you.
My goodness.
Oh, there it is.
So, Drake, just so you know, this is the town of Emerald Point. It's located along the lake. It is known for its lush forest logging and trade through the lake, which there's a river that goes across the continent through this lake to the north, where the open seas are. And there's a lot of trade coming south from that. I guess in both directions.
I'm
And-
guessing the light blue lines through the town is the river.
So the lines through town distinguish the different sections of town. This is the Lakeside District.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I actually forget the other two. The Center District, and then I forget what this one's called. It's been a while actually since I looked at this. But
And
so
those green squiggly lines outside, they are trees?
yes, to the right, this is lush forest for miles and miles and hundreds of miles. I'll add a map to chat later. The Cloak Jaunt Path travels from the wilderness up north. It goes through a bunch of the wilderness and goes south through town, and then goes south and southeast towards the capital of the Dwendalian Empire, which is Rexentrum.
And they still use miles in this world.
Yep, we're using miles. Yep.
We could have come up with anything else. We could have, in fact, used a metric system, but no, somehow in this fantasy world, we still gotta use miles and most unintuitive, unimmersive
Yep.
systems.
Yep. You have a very smooth brain DM. That's what she wants to use.
D&D was invented by an American.
It's American.
Hell yeah.
Alrighty, so you guys are right here. Whoopsies. Nope. Bam. Right here. And she takes you along the side, takes you north to the main street where you come across the Sleeping Helmet Lodge. You recognize this place. You guys spent a lot of time here in your past. And then you head east towards the center of town. Excuse me. Where the guard tower and the Strostis Manor is. It only takes you a few minutes of a walk, a brisk walk, and you find yourselves approaching the stone wall with a wide open gate.
I'm shit talking the guard master to everybody in their head.
Oh, what are you saying?
Oh, just talk about like, oh, this little bitch, like, always trying to boss us around. I remember her from back in the day. She thinks she knows the shit. She doesn't know anything, you know. Blah. I'm just like straight, just nonstop shit talking.
Okay.
But just to the boys.
Yes, I know.
Hey, are you saying this out loud or?
No. I have a feature where I can talk to everybody within 30 feet, or I can talk to everybody telepathically within 30 feet of me.
Just making sure so that I do not respond back to you out loud. Say, yeah, I totally this bitch, right?
I mean, please don't.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty on par for this group.
Language is unnecessary. Fee.
It will be very unnecessary.
Yeah.
And very unprofessional.
Inside the wall stands the guard tower as well as the Strostis Manor. The Strosta himself, a man in his early 30s with an easygoing way about him, smiles a relieved smile when he sees you. He's walking out of the door and down the steps towards a little center area as he sees you. Well bet, friends. He nods to Adrian, who he knows personally. He gives actually each of you a nod.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up and like give him a very firm handshake.
Oh yeah, he's there. He's all for it.
Yeah.
Please, let's come inside. Let's talk over food. And he motions to have you follow inside the manor. You walk inside the big manor. There's a
the whole time we're following him too. Right as soon as our hands connected, I telepathically started talking shit about him too. Like, this pretentious prick out here thinks he knows everything. Like, honestly, he doesn't know shit. He only got handed this job because of his uncle. Like,
yeah.
yeah, just
inside the manor. You see the big entry hall and a hallway off to the right. that leads to a dining hall that has seen some action from you guys as well. This is the same dinner hall that you saved the town's elite in a couple years prior. The table, though, is currently empty. He motions to you to sit. Please, sit. I have ordered food to be brought here immediately. I've also asked a few key members of the government to join us as we discuss this serious matter. He looks at you with just grave intentness in his face. He's taking this very, very, very seriously.
Why didn't you ask this table for a reward? You could have just taken this really nice table.
Is the coat rack talking to me?
It makes logical sense. If you're so butthurt about your table getting broken, you could have just asked for this one.
This table is way too large to fit into my little humble abode.
Well, build a bigger house, grow a bit taller, do something.
He is a 3'4" halfling, sir. He does not need a large house, nor such a obnoxiously long table.
Well, no.
Test and not
Mind your metal tongue, sir.
My house is normal size because I do have a dragonborn wife with a long tail.
Forgot about that one.
We just don't need a 17-foot long table or whatever is in this dining hall. I don't need a table that extends out of my front door and into my lawn.
Once again, build a larger house.
You're not a very nice robot.
I never said I was.
It's not
Also,
even.
Android.
Like multiple times.
He's a racist android, not a robot.
Thank you for clarifying.
This table's also seen combat. Like, you don't want a damaged table. He already has one. He wants a new table.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes. So, you don't go adventuring for hand-me-down furniture.
It's true. He wants a new one made out of.
We get hand-me-down equipment all the time.
Maybe you do.
As
Looking
he,
at the camera, yes.
Yeah, that's the only reason you have your weapon. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you just keep punching him for 1d4 damage.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
as you guys are chit-chatting and bickering, servants come in at random intervals with trays of half loaves of warm breads, dried meats, a platter of various cheeses, as well as bowls of fruit.
Did you say cheeses?
Cheeses! Multiple cheeses! This Drosta immediately grabs a slice of bread and then grabs a fork and picks up a particular cheese. It's a white cheese with little bits of red chunks in it. And he says, "This is the most delicious, spiciest cheese you will ever eat in your life. It was a specialty I had brought in from Rexentrum. You must try it."
I'm gonna mage hand over a piece of cheese and then bring it to me.
I'm gonna pass on the cheese, but if you could pass the fruit bowl.
Yes, here you go, he says.
Did they bring plates?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm just gonna start loading up my plate then.
Totally.
With one of everything.
Yep.
Do they have what do they have for beverages?
I'm so sorry. What would you like?
Wine, red wine.
Sure. And he motions to have some various wines brought in, as well as grab some juices too, please, while you're at it. And the servant nods and quickly leaves, and comes back with a couple different red wines and a white wine and some bottles of juices, apple and orange.
When they're pouring my glass, I'm gonna use my mage hand to tip it and make them pour it a little heavier.
Okay, yeah. The servant quickly recovers from it and is like, "Oh, that was weird," but doesn't do much at all.
Yeah.
While this is happening, a half elf in full plate mail, shiny, beautiful silver plate mail with a dark scarlet cape enters the room. Her dark eyes shine against her olive skin, and her black hair is chopped super short. "This is Marshal Amara from the Righteous Brand in Rexentrum. I asked for assistance from the capital, and she came immediately. And here is Archivist Adnis Brightaxe of the Cobalt Soul. And Cleric Dahlia Gershad from the Church of Arathis. You might have met her. Now that we're all here," he waits until they've seated. Please, friends, tell us what happened.
Why don't you talk to your Crown's Guard? He was there. They were there.
Yeah, but they didn't
mean,
do anything. They just sat
Not
around
much
and
of the
like
help they were, but yes.
they just did crowd control for a couple hours.
Yes, but
Sat
they
on
don't
their
need to
asses.
tell them all the details.
Yeah, they should have had enough time to observe everything that happened while we were in this other world.
That's all they did.
Right? I mean, that's really all they're good for. If any of the citizens had gotten too out of hand, they would have definitely squashed them.
Mm-hmm.
But there were no assistance with the actual causes of harm.
Yes, this Drosta interjects. A Crown's Guard has debriefed us a bit of what he and his fellow guards experienced. But from what I can tell, you experienced a bit more.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to everybody or like these three, and I'm just gonna be like, so what are we telling them?
No.
Well, you can't talk back.
While he's asking us that, can I make it either history or insight check on all these people that we're talking to?
Absolutely, go ahead.
Let's do insight.
Insight, yes.
6.
6? Yeah.
There.
The
Fair.
yeah, the gal in the plate armor. She's got really impressive plate armor and a very impressive cape. The dwarf, the archivist, from the Cobalt Soul. These are all words you never really heard before. He has this really impressive red beard that is attempting to just come over his face. Like it's untamed. Like it won't just stay down. It's threatening to come up and over his face almost comically. And the Dragonborn, you noticed as she sat down, didn't have a tail. She was dressed in a white clerical gear, gown, robe, whatever. And yeah, that's what you got.
So we'll basically just kind of like tell them that like, you know, like I can't speak for everybody, but you know, like
Vanya.
I was going to the play for the evening when, for mysterious reasons, the theater was just uplifted to a separate plane of dimension.
Yes.
From there, you know, we went along, and you know, there was a snake lady that we helped dispatch of.
Green skin.
Yes, that one. Then, did anybody see the Beholder? Do I tell them about the Beholder? I'm telling them about the Beholder.
Okay.
Tell them about the Beholder. I just started talking. I think I left out a couple people. I left out the ones that nobody saw. But
You forgot the part where you're simping hard for the Beholder.
I mean, it was a pretty. She was, you know.
She
Yeah,
was.
I'm telling them, like, you know, like, honestly, like she was all right, like nothing special, like probably like a solid, like, you know, like solid 7 out of 10 maybe. Like I'm spending way too much time on this detail of like how attractive the lady was before she turned, and I'm like, and honestly though, when she transformed, like it was weird, but like those lips, you know what I'm talking about, dog. And I like wink at everybody.
The dwarf grunts and goes, mm-hmm.
Yeah, my man knows up top, and I give him a mage hand high five.
Ooh.
He feels it.
Yep.
He's like, what?
Ooh. This Drosta takes it in stride. He's like, okay. Yeah. I heard something about baby lions.
I don't know what was going on with baby lions. They were just popping up out of nowhere. Like, there was some... Dude, I don't even know, man. We were in another plane of dimension. You're worried about people turning into baby lions for an hour or so? Come on.
Yeah. The whole sky was eyeballs.
Yeah.
Let's focus on the things. Also, I don't like the tone that you're implying that we might know something. I was just a humble farmer that got sucked into the side door while I was riding my donkey.
I'm not implying anything, the Strosa says. I just merely am going on the information that the guard gave me, that there was 4 individuals who dispatched a couple of nasties, and I wanted to know what you know so I could help protect the people better from this ever happening again.
Well, your
Or to-
delightful gnome head of security, whom I've never met before, greeted us by saying, I knew you guys would be involved. What is she implying? Is she racist? Is she like this coat rack?
He's gonna stare at you and he's gonna make a roll. Okay. He's gonna say, oh, yes, I believe that
Okay.
she's not racist, sir.
You said
It has been a while since we have had your presence in town, Your Highness.
Who? What?
And he gives you this knowing, like this piercing, knowing look.
You're telling me there are no other halflings in this town? It's been years since you've had a halfling in your town.
No, I'm saying that it's been a couple years since we have had you in town. Don't think that I don't remember the saviors of the nobility of Emmer Point. If you would prefer to discretion with your identity, I respect that, and I will not utter your name outside this room. And I can attest to the others here; they will also
What's his
respect
name?
that.
I trust the dwarf, but I don't know, man. That half elf is pretty sketchy. What do you need that big armor for in here? We're amongst friends.
Oh, have you not heard of the righteous brand?
No.
Yeah, he hasn't. I definitely have, but you can tell him about it.
Yeah, for sure.
Just for his sake.
Yeah, explain it to the coat rack.
Explain it to the coat rack.
Explain to the coat rack.
The righteous brand is the highest section of the military in the Dwendalian Empire. We are the elite of the elite.
Yep.
Yeah, see, coat rack. That's what I was saying. They're the elite amongst the elite.
But I'm gonna just.
But only when they're wearing their big scary armor.
With all due respect, no offense, by the way, but elite of the elite. Okay, go ahead.
Be nice. They kill more people before 9 a.m. via unmanned dragon strikes than you'll kill all day.
I doubt that. I killed a lot when I was alive.
I was gonna say, I don't think you've killed anybody since we've met you.
Yeah, you punched a guy for a nice solid 1d4 damage.
I don't know what that means.
If you are done, I will respect your privacy. That's not a problem. I don't personally care to know you. But it does seem that when an entire building filled with people disappears, as far as the people of knowledge could figure out, it was no longer on this plane of existence.
Yep. That's what we're telling you with the eyes in the sky.
So, eyes in the sky. And the Dragonborn picks up, oh, eyes in the sky. Can you tell me more about that, please? Was the sky a particular color? Was it red, or was it purple, or was
I'm
it...
going to do a minor illusion to create one in the middle of the table.
Okay. Are you doing it with, like, the sky background also?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Oh my, this is fascinating. She pulls out a little scroll and quill and scribbles down some notes. And you said there were multiple eyeballs?
Yeah, they were all over.
Sky of eyeballs. Okay.
Thanks for the visual aid there, because sky full of eyeballs is very hard to visualize. Apparently.
No, yeah, no. I mean, it felt better than answering a whole bunch of questions. Now they're like, hey, like what do the pupils look like? What does everything look like? Like, is it more like a cat, more like a lizard? Like, what are we talking here? And it's like,
We
it's just
also
so much
talk
easier
about
to just
iris
go up,
sizes and colors.
you
Oh,
know, picture this.
absolutely. There are
pictures worth
various
1,000
different
words.
planes of existence that have different eyeballs with attached to them. Absolutely. There is various planes of the abyssal plane, various parts of the abyssal plane that have them coming out of the ground, like partially coming out, as opposed to floating in the sky. And then there's other places that just have them like leaves on trees, and it's just really weird.
Does anybody else wish we were still with the beholder?
Almost.
Unless I could punch the beholder.
No, go ahead. Punch any of these people you'd like, Correct.
Now, Mr. Rosa says, that is not necessary. I can see that you are irritated and understandably not in the best frame of mind for this conversation. I'm sorry to have pressed you. Would you like to come back and breakfast with me tomorrow?
I mean, is that when we talk about the reward for saving the town?
Like the way you think.
Oh, the breakfast isn't the reward?
No,
That's
that's your reward.
Oh, okay.
Everybody gets what they desire most.
Well, I'm in for breakfast, so
Great, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
a
There seems to be
policy.
some confusion about what is going on here. I cannot grant a reward for something I don't understand the situation on. So, Adrian, if you are so inclined for a reward, maybe you could help enlighten me with the situation other than vague things of like Snake Lady and Beholder. I know you're withholding information, and that's fine, but don't expect a reward if you are not forthcoming with any information.
So you mean to tell me that this snake lady showed up, threatened to
Greenskin.
kill all of these people? We stopped them, and that's not worthy of a reward.
No.
You've changed, man. I mean,
So have you, Your
something I've
Highness.
ever experienced before.
I didn't think a halfling could sink any lower than you have, but you have.
Oh, I can keep digging.
I hear there are wells with tunnels underneath them. Maybe you should go there.
Gets me out of this room.
You are welcome to leave.
Okay.
Why would wells have tunnels? The wells are supposed to be filled with water.
why don't you go find out? We can show you some great ones around town.
Yeah, we've developed an entire Emmer Point well tourism board. Take you all the famous wells.
Oh,
All right, so
wow.
what time is breakfast tomorrow?
Yeah, he's asking the important questions. When is breakfast?
You're invited only if you will be forthcoming with information and have left your attitude at your home.
I feel like this guy should have rolled an insight check against me if he's, say I'm withholding information.
I think that you have. I'm not going to have him do that with what you've told me with what he's been doing, what Adrian's been doing the last 2 years. The Starosta knows Adrian fairly well. And knows when he's being purposefully vague and when he's just being charismatic. I don't think this is charismatic at all. I think this is just assholery.
All
Like,
right, fair.
blatant disrespect and assholery when he's trying to be welcoming.
I mean, I gave him the information on. I don't know why we got transported. I showed him what everything looked like.
You
I
showed
gave
him what
him
an
the-
eyeball looks like.
Yeah, I told him this guy was covered.
Oh,
Sure.
he's not.
Yeah.
I
That's
I
not
told
all
him
you
how-
saw, though. He
I told
doesn't
him
know
how-
that, but he knows that your long pauses. I don't think many people need to, like, insight long pauses with a whole bunch of eyeballs going in between each other.
Oh, tell them about the ghost horse you
It's
summoned.
not like they can talk back. That's just me talking to him. I can multitask.
Yeah.
All right, fair.
You cannot strong arm me all the time.
No, you're right. I just built this character for one thing, and that's to lie.
I'm not very good at it.
I do believe I have let a lot of. I think there's a difference between lying and then just being an asshole.
That's fair. That's fair.
And if you want to be like nobility, you kind of have to play that, and there's not a lot of asshole in that. So he's kind of calling you on that right now.
Well, like, what did I leave out besides like the portal with the and the little shack, and the thing over there,
There's just
and Annalise. I guess I left out Annalise, but that's Tom's deal. Tom was there with Annalise. I'm telling it from my perspective. I didn't go there with Tom.
from the perspective of someone who's trying to find out what is going on, and for all he knows that everything moved, and there were people who were fighting monsters. You haven't told him anything new. You just told him what the monsters were.
Can I tell him about Tom's table? Or
What?
Earl's table?
You can tell him whatever you want. Like, that's fine.
Earl, tell him about the table.
Well,
You have more information on this.
Here's a crazy idea, Kevin. If you try being honest for once in your life,
fine.
have you tried that before?
All right, I'm gonna do a performance check.
Go for it.
Wow, that sucks. The +9. I only got a 14.
What are you
Okay.
trying to do?
So I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna regale everybody with the tale of the monsters that broke into my house and broke my table, and explain that I came to town on the donkey to seek out these people that destroyed my table. I'm gonna omit Annalise part,
Okay.
and then I got pulled in. The theater disappeared. It reappeared. We found some snakes in the back room. For whatever reason, all 3 members of Halfling +4 were there. What's it now called, Kevin?
Warlock +1.5 and robot.
Yeah. Warlock +1.5 and a coat rack. Just
Which
happened to be
android?
there. We don't understand what brought us together because we haven't seen each other in a long time. I'll drop the front of not being the Rat King.
I'm gonna act completely shocked.
And then explain, like, these are the monsters we fought. This is what happened. We have no other information. We don't know why it happened. We were there. We were all brought together for some reason, and then we left. And I'm just going to omit the parts with Annalise and with her talking, like, in our brains.
Yeah. Okay.
And be like, that's all that we know.
I rolled a dirty 20 on performance for acting shocked too.
Okay. Okay.
When
Yeah.
I see you acting shocked, I'll be like, yes, Adrian, it is I, the Rat King.
I'm gonna bow down.
Okay. Yeah. The Strosta, Ishmara, Adnis, and Dahlia are all the listening to this, and they're all enraptured. Like, they're all just completely invested in this. And the Dragonborn cleric, she goes, "Oh my, okay, things are starting to like fit together. This definitely sounds like the Abyssal Plane. There are only a few handful, maybe dozen entities that could transport such an amount from one plane to another. I'm gonna need," she looks at the Strosta, "I'm gonna need some time to do some research, but I think I could have an answer for you by breakfast tomorrow." And he says,
So what time is breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
"How does 8 o'clock sound?"
Too early. 9:30.
Can we do brunch?
Yeah, bottomless mimosas.
Bottomless mimosas at 8 o'clock. Got it.
8:30.
As a show of good faith, while we're discussing rewards, can you have your Crown's Guard find my donkey?
Yes.
He must be scared. He's a very special donkey. You'd almost be like interacting with him. You're like, this donkey's very smart. It's almost human. I would like him back very much.
Absolutely. I will send someone out right away. And he nods to a servant that's standing on the wall, who disappears quickly. And a few moments later comes back. Yeah. The dwarf and the Dragonborn start discussing theories and ideas back and forth with each other, and then get up to leave, saying that they're going to go do some research and then come back in the morning. And they nod to each of you, and then take their leave.
What time is it?
I'd say it's like 3 in the afternoon.
Okay, so we're gonna come back for breakfast, but you're gonna cover our expenses for the night, right?
Do you have a house at the edge of town?
That's far
Oh,
away.
party at the Rat Den for old time's sake.
Gina and Raina.
And Adrian has a house here in town as well, a condo in town.
I do have a really nice house in town, but party at the Rat Den for old time's sake.
I want to see Gina and Raina and
I mean,
spend your money.
We can go see Gina and Raina, sure. But party at the Rat Den later?
Would you like me to pack up some food to go for you?
Yes, please.
And a couple servants quickly come to the table and box up all of the remaining food and hand it off to you.
What's the Starosta's name again?
Vesdan.
Like, yo, Vesdan, party at the Rat Den later. Swing through.
Gotcha, he says.
Bring some women.
Gotcha. And he gets up to take his leave as well.
When I do finger guns, a minor illusion of light, fireworks comes out.
Got it. Alrighty, you guys are, wow, I can spell, left to your own devices at the table of the Starosta. What would you like to do?
I'm looking around and trying to figure out how we're going to get this table out of here.
It's a nice table. You just have to polish it, sand it down here and there. It'll be good as new.
Drake, go ahead and give me a perception check on the table.
Perception. 11.
11? Yeah. This is a pretty fancy table. You notice some nicks in it that look like they've been attempted to be polished out. Quite a few nicks, in fact, but yeah, it's a nice table, despite all the nicks.
See, someone did try to fix this thing up. See, this is a good idea. I don't know why you don't want to take this table with you and try to fix it up yourself, because it's a damn nice table.
I mean, no, we don't need a table.
You notice that the Marshal Ishmara is still sitting at the table. She's just watching you guys.
Which one is that? The half elf with,
Yep.
with the armor?
Yep.
Did you need something?
No, I'm not leaving yet.
Okay.
She's still like picking out her food.
It's good cheese.
Turn your chair around and look at the wall, because we're kind of having a private conversation here.
Oh, you're more than welcome to leave. I'm gonna enjoy my food.
Alright, guys, let's go.
You brought an android with no receptacle for biomass and telling me to have a food, but where am I supposed to shove all this food down to?
Carry it for Clarence.
Yeah, exactly.
Your
Here you
portion go to Clarence.
Carry this food, please.
Yeah, do we have a pot that he can carry it in?
Why was
You know, I was saving this, but here, I want you to have this, and I give him the pot.
You're giving me a pot?
Yeah, he gives you a cauldron. A nicely large cauldron that you could easily fit all of the boxes in. And there's still plenty of room.
And just so we're clear, I'm giving you this so you can hold my food. I want, access to it whenever. So
Okay.
stay close.
I do not remember agreeing to carry cauldron nor the food.
Well,
Just
you asked what you were gonna do with all this food. I told you.
yeah, the
You're
food they
gonna
were
carry it.
offering to me to eat, which I cannot because I do not have mouth.
Right, but I can. So you hang
I
on to
still
it, and
don't.
then when I need it, you just hand it over.
I still don't follow the logic behind that. How ended up carrying your food.
Well, we don't follow the logic how you ended up in our group.
That's a good point. Because my logic sensor has been busted apparently.
Well, then you should have no problem with just doing menial work.
Hmm.
We gave you the hammer. It's okay. Just hold the pot.
Okay.
We can go find somebody that can create like a saddle. We can just lash it to your back.
Do you have the saddle still?
I do, but he's not getting to use it.
No.
But I do breathe flames. I could maybe just weld it to your back if you want.
Hmm.
Yeah, solder that boy. Solder that boy.
If you don't want to carry it, I can just attach it, and then you don't have to carry it.
I don't know why we're still arguing about carrying a cauldron. Could we just not attach a wheel to it? Have you thought about adding a wheel?
Well, no, because you can't attach. Like he can't
Well,
weld.
here's a better question. Why do you
wooden
why do you have a cauldron?
Because
Where
I
do
want
you-
some soup.
Honestly, a really
Wood
long
Friends was able to carry
It's
it.
a huge ass cauldron. Where did it come from?
They
It
used to
came
have
from a
soup.
soup vendor.
Yeah.
A soup vendor who I bought soup from. It was buy one, get a cauldron free. I got my soup, I ate my soup, and then I held onto the cauldron because what else are you going to put in it but more food? What's not
Yeah,
making sense
Could have
here?
thrown it in the dumpster, but he's upcycled it into a receptacle for other food types.
Clarence eats so much food, it's ridiculous.
Can you roll perception to not persuasion to persuade me to actually carry this thing?
Glad.
Do it with advantage because I'm giving you the help action.
Fuck you, Kevin.
How about a dirty 20?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't see a flaw in that logic. You know what? You have convinced me somehow to carry this pauldron.
I'm glad you see
Cauldron,
it our way.
not pauldron. Pauldron goes on my shoulder. Cauldron.
The cauldron could go on your shoulder too. I can weld it anywhere.
Can we cut this
Do
in
it kind of
pieces?
like
Cut this in pieces?
You could carry it like this.
Okay, like that.
I mean, like we can touch
We
we can
wrestle
touch
it for
10% of our reward tomorrow.
Could we just leave it here and just come back tomorrow?
No, he needs it.
Alright, fine, whatever.
We can
Alright.
just
Alright,
leave you here and come get you tomorrow.
I'm still a little confused about where this cauldron came from. How the hell did they had it all this time and did not, bothered him until he pulled it out and tell me to carry it?
Can we say that we were leaving the entire time we were having this conversation?
Oh, I think you did say that.
Okay, cool. So, yeah, we've slowly, we've been having this conversation, walking by all the jars, completely ignoring everybody on our way out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We've just been coaxing this poor racist automaton,
No one's bothering you guys at all.
Racist android.
racist android into
Also, it's not
Carrying.
racist, it's speciest.
this speciest android into carrying.
Thank you. Please get that right.
Cool. Yeah, so I guess just let us know whenever we get to Sleeping
You're
Helmet
going,
Lodge.
yeah, you're going to the Sleeping Helmet Lodge. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move over
We,
here.
we've just been like demoralizing this poor android the
It's
entire
just
time,
on brand for you guys.
just beating him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you walk into the Sleeping Helmet Lodge, and the place is bustling like normal. Gina is busy behind the counter, checking guests in and out and helping them to get comfortable inside. Raina is moving from table to table, taking orders, dropping off food and drinks. She sees you walk in, and her eyes light up, and she waves at you, and then motions to a table that's empty for you guys to go sit down at.
Yeah, head on over.
And a few minutes later, Raina comes back. Raina is a half-elf girl with long, wavy brown hair and a bright smile. As she leaves the table that she's at, coming to your table, she trips over a leg of a stool and catches herself. Hi, you guys! It's been so long since I've seen you. How are you?
Oh, we're good. How are you?
Fine. It has been so long. I thought maybe you guys left town, but I'm so happy to see you. Would you like one of everything today?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we have a leek and bacon risotto, and we have I put the biscuits on the menu permanently, so we have they're toasty, sizzling biscuits with melted butter and jellies. We also have a yummy, meaty fried rice with big chunks of thick various meats and vegetables. We also have she looks up at you, Earl. We have a cheese platter with some various cheeses that have been recently imported from Rexentrum, if you'd like.
Didn't you guys just take a bunch of food from there and put it in the cauldron and brought it here? You guys gonna order more food?
Yeah.
You see.
What part of this aren't you understanding?
There's way too much food.
Earl is just shaking, and he finally breaks. It's like, all the cheese! Bring all the cheese.
I got you. Okay. One of everything. And she looks at you. Fee, hi, my name is Raina. What's your name?
Don't engage with him.
No, don't engage with me, please. My name is Fee.
Hi, Fee. It's nice to meet you. Is there anything in particular that you would like to eat?
He'll also have one of everything, please.
Just package it nicely and put it in his cauldron.
Yep.
He likes to eat in private.
Yeah, he's a shy eater.
Okay, bye. And she walks off. A few minutes later, she comes back with a round of breakfast ales and some apple juices, and then she leaves and she comes back with plates of heaping risotto with these large, like, ostrich eggs, like fried eggs on top of it. And then there's fried rice with, like, really big, thick chunks of meat in it, and big edamames and green onions, and it's just chunky and beautiful. And in the middle of the table is a sizzling square tray with biscuits that have melted butter on it that are still sizzling from being hot brought out of the oven. And she drops some jars of jellies, and on a tray, a little wooden tray, has little flowers made of thinly sliced meats, and a happy little castle made of crackers, and then little, like, strips of different cheeses are right next to it, including the one that the Starosta was really excited about as well.
The entire time that we were waiting for the food, I was just like pulling out like pieces of copper and trying to like throw them across the table into Fee's mouth.
Are you eating them?
Just like wait for him to not be looking, and then just try to throw a piece of copper coin at his mouth.
Not so much.
I don't know what he eats, so I want to see if he eats.
My AC is 22. I don't think you can throw that coin and hit me with it.
Well,
am I proficient with coin?
I mean, I think it could hit you. It's just definitely not going to do any damage.
What am I adding to my roll here to see if I'm coin?
Say improvised weapon, I'll say, throwing it.
Is this gonna be dexterity or strength, Sarah?
That's a dexterity.
Yeah, dexterity.
30? Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll add my dex modifier. 7.
Not even close.
Okay,
Yeah,
well the
it
next
like
one.
it goes wide and it hits like his upper arm, but then bounces off a table over.
Okay, well I've thrown 5 coins now and none of them have hit.
Okay. Yeah, just they hit various places and just ding, 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 ding. People at tables around you are kind of looking at you funny,
Does a
like.
21 hit?
Nope. Oh, actually, yes, it would, because I don't have the shield on.
Okay, yeah, 21 hits. So after about 10 or 11 coins, I got one to do in your mouth.
Joke's on you. Don't have a mouth. You hit me on my chin. That's it.
Maybe it gets kind of like stuck in a little fold of the armor. Yeah.
It's stuck between my collarbone and an
Yeah.
armor. It's like, well, what
Yeah.
am I supposed to do with this now, buddy?
Yeah, and
On the way to throw me money.
there are people on the tables around you who are watching intently to see if you throw any more coins or anything bigger than copper.
No, Warforged have mouths.
I don't.
Well, shit. How are you talking then?
Well, there's a voice modulator.
Then whatever the hole is that there's a voice modulator. I'm throwing that in there. That's where I'm throwing the coins.
Fine.
Wherever the voice comes from, there's somewhere. I'm throwing the coins there.
Definitely hit it.
And after 11 coins, I hit it.
Okay.
Does the economy of this place still works the same that this much amount of coins that he drew can feed a peasant for a day?
I threw 11 copper, so that'd be the equivalent of 1 silver. So yeah, probably.
So for shits and giggles, just to amuse yourself, you just wasted a day's worth of coin that a peasant can live off of.
Yeah.
By that
I can
logic,
respect that. I can respect that.
by that logic, you could just go melt yourself down and feed all the homeless.
Does it look like I'm made out of copper?
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's what I'm asking you.
Well, you got named Fee for iron, so.
I don't think they use iron here or metal as a currency.
As you're having this conversation, someone walks in through the door and into the lodge holding a very large bouquet of flowers. You can barely even see over the flowers. It's very, very large. And they walk over to the front desk where Gina is standing, and she nods, opens her beak slightly and lets out a little cough, and grabs the bouquet awkwardly and puts it behind the counter, where you see there are 12 other bouquets of flowers adorning the back area behind the counter.
That's a lot of flowers.
Yeah.
Maybe she's running a floral shop.
I mean, she's running a hotel and a bar.
Do you guys anyone want to roll me a history check?
Well, I don't need to roll a history check. I remember that.
You remember? Okay, fine, yeah. Okay, Earl, you remember that last time you were here, someone was delivering large bouquets of flowers to Gina.
That she did not want.
She was very hesitant about them, yes. Yep. This time she seems a little bit more, she seems more bashful than nervous about them.
Should we go ask her about the flowers? I'm kind of comfortable on this piece of wood bench.
I mean, sure.
All right, go for it.
What? No, you have a 20 charisma. You can do it too.
It was your idea.
Yeah.
Your idea.
Yes, but they're acting delegates.
First of all, your name is Earl. Last I checked. Second of all, rollies.
I like the idea of you trying to persuade me that my name is the name I was trying to persuade you.
Yeah, so let's just roll and see who's higher, and then they go.
All right, what are we rolling?
Just a D20 roll.
All right.
12.
12.
Roll again. 19.
You said the bigger one goes?
What? No. Well, that is what I said.
That is what you said.
Fuck. Okay, I'll go. God damn it. Shit. All right. So I'm gonna walk up to which one was it?
Gina.
Gina.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like walk up. I'm like, with my breakfast beer in hand. I'm like, so what's up with all the flowers?
She looks at you. Oh, hi, Adrian.
Yeah.
The flowers are for me.
That's a cool story. Who sent you? Somebody. You must have somebody's eye. Who's the lucky guy or girl?
My admirer.
Are they nice flowers?
Yes.
Are they nice flowers?
They are very nice flowers.
Like, how many are there?
She looks.
No, I'm just asking you.
Oh! Individually or bouquets? There's 13 bouquets.
13
All about
bouquets?
this big.
Does it look like they're all brand new, or they've been there over like time?
Oh, they're all relatively fresh, yeah. Some look fresher than others.
Have you been like getting these for a long time, or?
Yes. A few years.
Well, that's cool. Who's your admirer?
She looks away bashfully. She looks over a beak at you. I can't tell.
Can I make an insight check really quick?
Did you come over with me? Can you even hear this conversation?
No, I think we can hear it from our table.
I don't know, man. I'm talking to my
I'd say
indoor.
like
voice.
it's about 15, 20 feet away in a crowded lounge, so
I'm in my indoor voice,
unless
too.
you're like really deliberately trying to do that, you won't be able to.
Okay.
So why can't you tell? Is it a big secret? Are they famous?
It's private
Are they famous?
to me.
They're famous to you? That's
Mm-hmm.
fair. It's really good talk about your roses.
Thank you.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk back over.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is one of the most awkward conversations
Totally.
somebody can have about fucking girl and their flower.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems like she's got somebody sending her flowers.
Yeah. Kevin, you will probably remember that 2 years ago, the most Gina could really say was, ask Raina. Was 9 times out of 10 her response to anything said to her, other than occasional yes or no, or okay.
Ah, yes.
So,
She can kind of talk now, though. I don't know, or Earl. Maybe you'd have a better chance.
Okay.
Have you tried talking to her telepathically?
Oh, I can talk to anybody telepathically, yeah, but like, what's that gonna do other than like weird?
Well, maybe she can talk back to you telepathically.
They can't.
They can't.
No.
No.
I'm telling you, no in your head. Try to say no to me in your head.
Oh well, guess what I'm saying to you right now.
I don't know, because I can't read your fucking head. I could detach or cast detect thoughts, but that's a spell slot, and I'm not made out of spell slots. I'm a
not made out
warlock.
of spell slots.
Not made.
Huh?
Dude, I got three spell slots. I'm not made out of them, man. What do you want me to do? 3 spell
Freeze.
slots?
I could have put that device on the girl and let her use that device to talk to you telepathically, and hear what her thoughts are.
You want
And
me
then
to
take
muffle this poor little bird girl?
Wait, so your thought is that she won't tell him just in a calm conversation. If he gags her, she'll be more willing to give information up.
I usually worked.
On
I
who?
like where this is going.
Raina
Usually,
comes back to the table and she's like, "Do you guys need any more food?"
I'm gonna try to persuade her.
Okay.
Ooh, 27. I'm gonna say the flowers that your friend got. They're very beautiful. Do you know where they're coming from? Because I'd like to get some for my wife.
Yeah. So, yeah. Gina has an admirer. Uh, her mate, who was lost at sea many years ago, um, returned, and he's trying to bridge the gap that a decade has brought between them. So he delivers her flowers. It's really sweet. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
please promise me you won't tell her.
oh, I'm gonna tell her.
Oh, I
Please
won't say.
don't. That's so
I'm telling. I'm just kidding. I'm not
the
gonna tell her.
chicken has a mate.
I would be so sad if you
No,
told
don't be-
her.
Don't be sad. I was just kidding.
We're not gonna tell her.
Yeah.
I told you because okay. Okay. It's very special to Raina or to Gina. It's very
And then
special.
I'm gonna telepathically to Raina, in her own head. I'm like, hey Gina, Raina told us about your boyfriend who was lost at sea. But I didn't say it to her. I just told it to
She
her.
looks at you. How dare you?
Oh no, I didn't do that. I'm just kidding. I only told that to you. You're fine.
Please don't make me regret talking to
And
you.
then I give her a gold piece.
I don't want your money. Don't bribe me. I'll
No,
take it for your tab, but don't bribe me.
Yeah, no, that's
Okay, bye. And she walks away and she goes to another table.
drinks are on me, guys.
Drinks on you.
Thanks, man.
Jokes on you while you're at it.
Alright, so after you guys have a really enjoyable lunch, all your leftovers have been packed up and put in the cauldron. I'd say at this point it's about like 4:35. It's getting out of the evening.
We've been eating for over an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Have you never been to like a lunch or a restaurant?
Yeah, fast food.
Clearly.
You know, you're welcome to wait outside.
I'm taking the cauldron with me then.
No, you are not. Wait, hold on. Did we fuse it to him yet?
No, not yet.
We need to eat on that.
Yeah, wait, before you go, let me weld this to your back. That way you don't lose it.
I don't think that's how it works.
I'm going to persuade you to let me attach it to your back.
I don't know
And
how you
also-
have the means to do that, but
I'm
alright.
also going to persuade him to let me attach it to his back. 21.
That's good, because I rolled a 12.
Dude, think of how cool you'd look with this cauldron on your back.
Mm-hmm. It's really efficient.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nobody would be able to hit you from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, do we even have like a means to physically attach this thing to my back?
I breathe fire.
Welding.
Just
Well,
because you
I don't know if the fire would be concentrated enough, and even then we'd have to get to a safe place. We can't just do it in the middle of.
Yeah, we can't do it in here.
I know a
attach your fucking rope.
What'd you say?
Attach your fucking rope.
No, not you. The other one.
Oh, I was just saying, we do know of a warehouse.
That's true.
It might be Dawn.
They had neighbors.
Yeah, true. I don't know.
We should go check it out.
Let's go check it out.
We can stop by that furniture manufacturer as well.
Ooh, I wonder what Eidos is up to.
Oh yeah.
All
We'll
right.
head to the warehouse district.
Warehouse
Yeah,
district.
Let's go swing by Eidos first since he's on the way. Then we'll then we'll head out to the warehouse district. The Shuffle of Things.
The Shuffle of Things antique shop. Just a moment. I didn't have this tab open.
I gotta stay as far away from the Twilight Locked stables as possible.
But you look different.
Huh?
You look different.
Yeah, but I look the same.
That's
Like,
a few
I look
blocks
better.
past.
Yeah, I know.
You-
But who's not gonna see my guy? Not to toot my own horn, but come on, the handsome dude. She's gonna be like, well, now I got Carrie again. She was a stage 5 clinger boss. Can't have that.
She was a clinger boss?
No, I'm calling you boss. She was a
Oh.
stage 5 clinger, comma boss.
Oh, she's a Klingon?
Clinger.
No, she was a Klingon. She clung on to Adrian pretty. So here's the backstory. He was very interested in her until it turned out that she was kind of basic.
She was so basic.
Super basic.
Yeah.
Super basic.
She was a fun drunk though.
Yeah, she
I mean,
was. She was
But
fun.
if she's fun drunk, then she's not basic.
No, she got even more basic when she was drunk.
Yeah. As you end this conversation, you approach a cedar building. It's got 2 windows, one on each side of the front door, and you can see, even in the day, the afternoon sun, the warm candlelight gives the inside a cozy vibe. This door is open, and the inside of this antique store has furnishings and the furnishing and kickbacks are placed around in a stylish fashion, encouraging customers to sit, touch, and feel the antiques. And as you walk in through the door, a little bell rings, and out comes Idos. Let me pull that up.
We're waiting for him to come out. I'm gonna look over at Drake character at Fee and be like, I know that you have a big personality, but you have to be thoughtful in your interactions with Idos if you want to get anything out of him. So I guess what I'm saying is shut the fuck up.
I have been nothing but cordial this whole fucking time.
That's what I'm talking about. Language.
Language, Fee.
For fuck's sakes.
Again.
Again, dude.
You just can't help yourself.
Yeah, I know. It's unfucking believable.
Hey, this fucking guy.
Fucking hey.
Dude,
It's not like it's my fucking fault.
Sir.
As you guys are having this relatively quiet conversation amongst yourselves, a tall tiefling with alabaster white skin and sleek, shiny black hair which was once before starting to salt and pepper, is starting to really salt and pepper. A beautiful silver is starting to intertwine in the black. His horns spiral back, and his slender, fashionable frame comes through the velvet curtain, and he takes a moment and to appraise you all. And with a quick transformation of his face from, professional businessman turns into a more friendly, welcoming. Friends, it has been a while. How are you?
Idos, my friend, how are you? It's been ages.
Yes,
Too long.
I'm
Too long.
doing well. What can I do for you today?
Oh, we were just, my friends are visiting town after some time away, and we're just, the gang's kind of back together, so we were just kind of visiting some of the old places and wanted to, swing by and see what's up. See what you got going on here.
I see. Business is booming. We were getting lots of imports from the north. As you can see from, he points to displays of new furniture in a style that you've never seen before. It's more round and cylindrical, as opposed to sharp corners and features that you traditionally find in the Dwendalian Empire. They're etched in gold and silver embossing. It's similar in various tables and a few stools, and some knickknacks as well.
You know,
Do
I'd
a,
go ahead, Tom.
perception check to see if I like any of the tables.
Go. Oh, yeah, go for it.
19.
A 19. Yeah, so there's a couple different tables. The majority of them are more conversational tables, like coffee tables. There is one larger table along one of the side walls there that has a lace table runner over it and various different place settings from of different styles and from different regions. But you don't notice these things. You do notice the wood and the make of this very solid, but detailed table. Along the side of it, there's little carvings of flowers and leaves, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before.
I asked my man, table over there. Could you hold it for a day? I'd like to purchase it, but I've got some funds incoming.
Oh, absolutely. No one has really shown interest in it, so yeah, it's yours, Your Highness.
Cool. What are you charging for it?
That would be 250 gold.
And nobody's shown interest? 250 is fine because I'm not paying.
But 250 gold for a table.
It's not just a table; it's a table from Idos's. How much would you pay for this remarkable talking metal man?
An android.
This racist android.
No,
Sorry, android.
he's not racist.
Yeah, I told you I'm
He's
not
a
a racist.
very polite, well-spoken metal man.
I'm a speciesist.
I don't buy people.
No, he's
Person, it's not human trafficking. He's a good.
I don't buy talking. That's not true. I do buy talking goods.
I was gonna say, if it was a magically enchanted cat that could tell you which room to live in, you'd purchase it, but not this.
Speaking of magical items, while you're debating whether or not you want to purchase this sentient,
Cool.
which I don't. But go ahead.
regardless, do you have any
Technically,
magical
I'm a human
wares that
soul stuck in a body.
you're looking to
Yeah,
Oh,
they
with?
good stuff. The good Idos.
yeah, maybe something in the back curtain room?
Yes, I do. Give me a
If you want
moment.
a persuasion check, I can do something for that or whatever.
Yeah, he's gonna walk away. Let me just pull a couple things up here real quick. Of course, what I want to see is not here.
I can't believe how quiet the puppy is being.
I totally forgot you had a puppy.
It was just
He's being
barking.
very quiet.
It just barked.
No, that was Piper.
Yeah, that was my dog.
Oh, okay.
All three of my two dogs are sleeping, and the foster is also sleeping.
Oh,
I don't know where Dory is, though. I can't see her. Oh, she's in her chair.
well, my dog is being lazy, so or pissed. I can't really tell.
I love that your dog treats you with the same emotions that we treat your character.
I'm used to it. That's how it was in my high school. So
All the dogs were mean to you?
people.
No, that doesn't matter. People suck.
Listen, we used to have a backpack character that we bullied. Now it's just Shore Guy.
Gotta bully
Why
somebody.
not just change my name to Mule?
Well,
Because mules are useful.
A massive utility living entity.
Damn. Sarah, we need to retcon some shit real quick.
Okay. Okay. What are we? Yeah, go for it. What I mean, if if you decide that's the name you want to go with, that's just what you guys can decide. That's fine with me.
He's gotta wait till he gets struck by lightning or something and then remembers his name.
Yep.
And his name is Mule.
My name is Mule.
I was trying to come up with a better acronym, but I couldn't think of anything for yak or oxen. That was funnier.
Thanks for your patience. I'm trying to find some stuff that's not like, you know.
Oh, while she's looking at Kevin, do I have to attune with the hammer Nicholas gave to me?
I believe so.
Since it's magical, right?
Oh, excuse me.
Probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
I believe so.
I'm gonna grab a
And
drink.
you can attune up to 3, right?
Yeah, you can attune up to 3 items.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a problem for my character then.
Why?
Because one of them has to be my armor I'm wearing.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
magic
it-
armor?
Yeah, because it's integrated.
Oh.
Because I can't take it off.
Well, you could have taken that robotic arm that Sarah tried to give you that the Green Lady dropped, but you know, you decided to be a
It's not
racist.
green lady, it's green skin.
Okay.
Because that would like turn into any weapon you wanted it to.
Does it turn into laser cannon?
We had this conversation. The answer was yes, but you didn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't sell it hard enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd have to do it with one of the stat blocks for like a crossbow, but like, yeah, I'm sure we could make the laser cannon for you.
If Tears of the Kingdom taught me anything, you can put rocks and sticks together and turn it into a Metal Gear.
If Tears of the Kingdom taught me anything, it's that I'm getting old and video games don't hold my interest as much right now.
Really?
Yeah, I put like 4 hours into it.
Oh, that's a shame.
I know.
You
I
know,
played like 3 hours today.
Damn.
How is Thomas more hip than you are?
I don't know.
I don't have a job.
I don't even play Nintendo games, so.
okay. So, I don't like any of these. I'm not finding anything super exciting, so I'm gonna go back here.
But for
And
me, like, video games are my preferred method of relaxation. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't like going to movies. So
She just said it's bright. I love playing video games. I just can't do it in a long time period anymore since I've worked at Nintendo.
what about your upcoming match? You and Ethan and Sharif, right?
Oh yeah.
From Reloaded.
Oh, I'm very excited for that match because I know we're gonna throw Sharif around. Ethan is always fun to work with. Last time I was in ring with Sharif was that 4-way tag match last year. Was it last year or yeah, last year?
Oh yeah, with the
He
pirates.
hits hard.
With the
What?
pirates and the cats.
Yeah, where they did the whole chop spot into choke slam spot.
Oh yeah.
I'm a little disappointed that that high ass choke slam I gave Jackie did not, get as much attraction as I thought it would. Cause, goddamn, he went up like a 10 feet high up in the air.
I love Jackie and Sharif.
Okay, thank you. Idos comes out with a couple things from behind the counter. Or from behind the curtain, excuse me. All right.
Took you long, Idos.
I was trying to find special things for special customers. Your Highness, haven't lost your touch, have you? Alrighty, so he pulls out a few pieces of jewelry. The first one is an ear cuff. It's shaped like a treble clef. And he says, this helps you a little bit with your music proficiency, if that's something you're interested in. I also have this beautiful collar, and it is a necklace that has a series of wide bands on it, linked together by 3 dainty chains. In the center, there is a big diamond with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16, 18 smaller diamonds around it with a little one that hangs down below. This is, excuse me, this is one of the more rare things that have come out of the north. This is very, very rare. And as far as we can tell, can only be attuned by a spellcaster. Very rare, very expensive. On the other side of the coin, I have this magical little top, and he pulls out this wooden and metal little top, and you spin it, and it's got some dainty designs on it, and he says it's more than meets the eye. There's also this amulet, and he pulls out an amulet on a chain. It's shaped like a shield. This is a Shield of Faith amulet, which is pretty cool. I've never really seen anything with this particular enchantment before.
Do I know what any of the items do?
No, you'd have to identify them.
What are you
They're
guys
all
doing for the
magical. You don't
What are
even
you
have
guys doing
to.
for the next hour while I bust out some identifies?
Just want to blow some smokes right here.
I mean, if you're interested, he will give you some more information. I just don't want to read novels if you are not interested.
No, I'd love to hear more on the amulet with the shield and the necklace.
So this amulet of divine protection is the one with the shield on it. While wearing this amulet, you gain the effect of Shield of Faith spell, granting you a +2 bonus to your AC. And whenever you take damage for the first time during a turn while wearing it, you must make a Constitution saving throw, just as if you were concentrating on the spell. And on a fail save, the amulet's effect is suppressed for 1 minute. Maintaining the effect of this amulet does not prevent you from concentrating on a different spell.
Okay, actually, that's low-key kind of fucking dope.
That is actually really fucking good.
The top is this is called the Wizard's Top. It looks like a wooden, average, mostly average children's toy. Let's see. Many children repaint the tops of their tops to fit their personal aesthetic. You can spin the top using an action and roll a d8 and use the table below to determine the illusionary effect created by the top. There's bursts of lights, flashes, sparkles, vines growing from the ground, rumbles and cracks like an earthquake, a frigid whirlpool, viper coils, sharp sound like a whip, a small pillar of flames, and a swirling breeze that surrounds it. There's also games that go along with it. And then the really dainty, the collar is a platinum collar that surrounds a chained web of ornate diamonds with a series of armor-like plates. While wearing this necklace, a translucent glittering veil surrounds you, and your AC is equal to 12 plus your spellcasting ability modifier if you are wearing no armor and using no shield. In addition, you gain +1 to your bonus saving throws. As a bonus action while wearing the necklace, you can project its magic outward from you as a magic barrier. The barrier uses your AC and has 50 hit points. It's immune to poison and psychic damage, and extends from you to form a 10-foot radius sphere. Nothing can physically pass through the barrier, and spells cast from the outside of the barrier can't target anything within the area. Similarly, the area within the barrier is excluded from the area of effect spells. The barrier remains for as long as you can concentrate, as if concentrating on a spell, for a maximum of 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 hit points. You can designate 4 creatures that can pass through the barrier when it appears, and the sphere moves with you and remains centered on you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's a novel. The Treble Clef. While wearing this ear cuff, you can add half your proficiency bonus to any ability check that you would make to play an instrument that you're not proficient in. In addition, you can magically discern the note of any sound you hear.
How much for the collar?
5,000 gold.
My man.
For you, 5,000 gold.
You see, the thing is, the way my bank account works, I got a checking account and a savings account, and there's a 3-day processing between the savings and the checking. I'm not as liquid right now as I'd like to be. 2,000 down, I come back with the remaining 3,000 gold in 3 business days.
Nah, you know how I work.
I know exactly how you work, and you know I'm a man of my word, and would never bite off more than I can chew.
I know you well enough to know that's not entirely true.
You know. Deception on him. 23.
23. He knows you too well. This is a very, very smart man who you have inklings to believe he is more than what he seems.
How much for the necklace of the shield?
Keep that collar on lockdown for me.
The Amulet of Divine Protection is 1,000 gold. Which may seem like a lot, but I typically in the past have just thrown money at these guys. Someone can afford it.
Oh, yeah, no.
How would you like to buy my body when I die? Call it a advance payment. When my soul leaves this unit, you may claim it.
That is an interesting proposition. And a really, interesting grin. Curls around his mouth. If you don't mind, would you permit me to cast a spell to glean some information about you, to identify you, to see what you are made of?
Please do so, because I would like to know myself as well.
Okay.
Also, if we're getting discounts for signing over our corpses, you can have mine.
Yeah, bet.
So
you can have me while I'm alive if you want to lower the price on that.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind coming with me, and he walks towards the words are hard, velvet curtain and the counter near it, and behind the counter you see a
discount.
What?
I said you can take me behind the curtain if I get a discount.
We're not going behind the curtain. We're going near the curtain by the counter. Behind it is, on the floor, there is a round ornate rug. And he moves it aside, and underneath it, inside the, on the wood, scored into the wood, is some sort of magical circle. And he motions to have you stand in it. And once you do, he casts a spell, and the magic circle lights up, and this plane of white magic lifts up from the floor and starts to follow your body all the way up to your head and then back down. And it takes a couple of minutes, and Eidos is concentrating intensely on you in the spell, and once the light goes back down into the floor, it vanishes, and he looks up and he goes, I had my suspicions, but I have not seen one. You're a Warforged.
Yes, I figured that out much.
Forgive me. They've been talked about, but even as a man that has traveled great distances over my lifetime, I have yet to see one. And this is quite an intriguing and enticing offer. I will give you the amulet if you will sign a contract with me.
Very well. What are the details?
Well, when you die, however that happens, I guess when you are no longer able to be resuscitated, yourself and your possessions, your body and your possessions come back to me.
Very well. When my soul leaves this body and it no longer functions,
Yes.
you may claim ownership of this unit.
Yes.
Perfect.
Okay, yeah. He pulls some parchment and a special ink and quill out of his cabinet and starts scribbling onto a scroll, and he writes out the details, and then pushes the scroll over to you with the quill, and he signs the bottom of it on one line, and then he gives you the quill to sign the other line.
I will sign it with the name Fee. F-E.
Got it.
Did you read it first?
Well, we talked about it.
Yeah, it is.
I hope he is an honest businessman,
If
does
he-
not try to swindle me with a fine print.
No.
Now here's my question: what happens if he's not you don't he falls in the line of battle? There's got to be a shipping and handling fee on our end if we're the ones to transport him. We don't get anything out of him getting it, and if he falls in the line of battle with us, I'm just saying.
You don't need to worry about that. That's none of your business. His body is my business.
F&A, Cotton. F&A.
Yeah. So if you guys want to look it over, it's very clear that.
Oh no, I don't care if it doesn't involve me.
Okay, no, it is very honest and there's no fine details. It is just when Fee can no longer be resuscitated, his body and his possessions on his body. Yeah, his possessions on his body belong to Eidos.
I don't care. I mean, I'm dead at that point.
Yep.
I agree to your terms and services.
All right, and as you sign on this scroll,
Congratulations, you just got a gold cap.
the script, the ink lights up and lifts off the paper towards your hand and goes up your arm and surrounds your body in a golden light, and then goes back through your body back onto the paper, and a magic contract has been signed.
Man, I love wizard shit. I'm so upset that I dropped out of wizard school.
Well, sir.
Alrighty, here
Pleasure
is
doing business with you.
pleasure doing business with you.
You don't happen to have a somewhat usable shield laying around that I can take as well, do you?
I do not, but I do believe that, where is it?
You can't use the shield anyway.
What?
Because Storm's Herald is two-handed.
It's
one-handed.
versatile.
It's versatile, which means that he can swing it one-handed, or he can swing it two-handed at higher damage.
You're right. You're right.
Do we not have an armor and weapon shop? Or was it just here?
I'm sure there's got to be an armor place. We probably just never visited it before because I don't think any of us wear armor.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna tell you that if you, let's see, where on the map do I want to send you? If you leave the store and head down to the left south, just a few buildings down, you will come across a new an armor shop.
That will do.
Excuse me. Is there anything else I can get anyone?
A discount.
Hmm.
And now just hold that collar for me. I'll be back.
I tell you what. He grabs a couple coins from a drawer that he has, and he hands the four of you a coin, and you look at it, and it is a rather large coin, not like a monetary coin. This is a drink coin for the casino. So first drink is on me.
I mean, hey, thank you.
Yep.
And I'm gonna reach over and I'm gonna grab these.
Oh, here, you can have mine too.
Oh, sweet, thank you. I'm gonna flip one over to a Earl. I know he'll join me for a drink or two.
Always.
All right.
No,
All right. Let's go to the armorer then.
Do.
Maybe the armorer's got some fun stuff for us.
Yeah.
This is gonna be a shopping episode, guys.
All right.
Heck yeah,
love
we
shopping.
love those.
Followed by casino games. Next week we'll visit the Starosta.
Yeah.
We'll get to breakfast in 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
When do you get the beach episodes and hot spring episodes?
Dog, we had a party one time that lasted a month in real life.
They did.
4 sessions for an 8-hour party. I think we literally role-played a party longer than the party lasted.
Yes, yeah, we did. We did.
Somehow we streamed and played
Yeah.
10 hours of party for an 8-hour party.
We did. Oh man, it was fun. There was, what was there, Battle of the Bards?
Yeah, there was Battle of the Bards, 9-inch flails.
Yeah.
Fails.
Yeah.
No, Austin, I will not turn off my notifications.
The old elven woman who I insulted a bunch. And then we had the love triangle where I assumed that Clarence was going after Ambel, and now I still hate him to this day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I was when the Rat King was in the closet just crying to himself.
Just eating just cheese and more cheese and more cheese.
I drugged a dude and then drew a dick on his face.
Yep. There was also what was it? There's a arm wrestling competition, a tournament.
Yeah.
And there was food vendors, and
I won
It's
the arm
your
wrestling
work,
tournament.
brother.
it was. Oh, there was a bonfire.
I beat Tom in the finale of the arm wrestling tournament. Tom was the reigning champion.
So it was work after all.
Yeah.
No.
No, I actually beat him. We rolled for it. He was trying.
Yeah.
And then we woke up, and our backpack was gone, and I was laying in a hay pile next to a dead body.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I think we all woke up next to dead bodies somehow.
Yeah, it was a rough
Somebody's
night.
dead body.
Yeah.
Was it your character, Kevin, that communicated with the pony that belonged to our backpack to try to figure out what happened?
Yeah, because I can talk to animals. Because every now and then I remember that I can cast talk to animals or speak with animals. So I'll like try to like just find some random there was what so we collect animals Tom used to have a menagerie of animals, like his goat that he rides that used to be a person.
Yep.
It got polymorphed into
all the animals in my group they were originally humans.
Yep.
That sounds a little morbid.
Yeah. Welcome to the game.
But there was one time I was gonna
kill people, pretty much.
There was one time we were going to I was gonna steal a sheep for him because he saw the sheep and he thought it was really cute. So I was gonna walk up and steal the sheep for him, but I grabbed the sheep because what I used to do for one of my guys is I would flip a coin, and if I got heads, that would be the baby face action, and if I got tails, I'd do the heel action.
You had the paragon and the renegade actions on your coins.
I did. So I asked the sheep if he was happy, or if he wanted to go with us, and the sheep didn't want to go. He was happy, so I did not steal the sheep because I kept getting the good guy reactions.
He wanted to stay with his mommy and his family.
Yeah. So I did not steal the sheep. But there are other times where I've just kept getting the fucking bad guy thing on there, and I've done some horrible things.
He's done some horrible things.
Horrible things.
Horrible things.
Because of the coin.
Yeah, blame it on coin, not your morality.
I've done some really good
Adrian
things
is like
too.
the nicest of the characters that he's played so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there was also one time that I just decided this guy was going to be a dick, and I didn't even flip the coin. It was just always he just always did the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then Adrian's supposed to be kind of like the I don't flip the coin as often. I think I've only actually flipped the coin like 4 times with Adrian.
Yeah.
Yeah, you missed a lot of fun stuff. We also created a workers' uprising.
Yep.
To cover up for arson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Kevin tweeted about that before. Starting a workers' union rebellion or something like that.
Yeah, we started this entire thing. One time, I paid a guy to burn down a building.
Yep. It's on the map. It's right here. You burned this down.
Yeah, that was I paid Orky.
Orky the orc.
Yeah, I paid Orky
Oh, is
the
it
orc.
filthy green skin you paid off?
I will not tolerate any Orky disparagement in this chat.
Well, and Clarence is a official member of the orc tribe.
Yeah, him and Cody. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kevin and Adrian and Rat King told them no.
Yeah, they wanted me to do something that I wasn't cool with doing, so I tried to cheat, and then they were like, "No, you have to do it the right way." I think we had to walk across some coals or something.
Yep.
I just had to levitate on myself and levitated across them, and they're like, "No, you have to walk across them." And I was like, "All right, fuck that shit, I'm done."
I just refused to do it because the leader of the orc horde was not nice to me.
Yeah, her name was Jessica, and I kept calling her Jessica.
No.
Just my guy also he not purposely.
Purposely.
I mean, part of it is just I like to roleplay it he doesn't care to actually learn their names. It's not like he's intentionally being malicious by calling people the wrong names. He just doesn't actually he thinks he heard the common name that you have, and then he just doesn't care enough to change it. I think we got all caught up.
Working on here.
Regaling the android with our previous deeds as we walk to the armor.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
So as it's
I'm telling him about the time that I tried to fly away from the old little dwarven bitch, and I got shot out of the sky. I almost made it.
How did you leave in the detail about how you set a carriage on fire?
So yeah,
that you were just in.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, you set a carriage that you're riding on fire and
First of all,
tried to fly away and got shot down by a dwarven bitch.
I would like to point out that my right to descent's been expunged of all charges.
This is true. It has been, but you did take a carriage,
Allegedly.
get out, walk 10 feet, and then set it on fire while the guards were right there.
Allegedly, there was a fire in a carriage that I had just left.
And
Yes.
then when the guards were like, "Hey, what happened?" He's like, "Peace out," and he went to fly. And the
Yeah,
head of the
no,
Crown's
no.
Guard was like, "Come back here."
So we were being arrested. We were being detained
Different.
for the fire that I allegedly had started. I can fly. I said, "Fucking peace out, guys. I'll come get you." I can fly at a speed of 60 things. Their guards can fly at their guards can shoot up to 120 feet or whatever. So me and Sarah were in this race where she fired at me, and I was able to maintain my concentration and survive the first volley of arrows.
Yep.
I was not so lucky on the second volley of arrows. And yeah, I broke my concentration and had to fall from 120 feet. So even though like I would have technically survived the health, I just broke my concentration and then I fell and ended up like it wasn't enough to kill me outright, but yeah, like
Yeah.
I got fucked
Good
on.
times.
Good times.
Running from
Good.
And I'm like lifting up my shirt and showing them all like
the
like,
arrow
arrow
holes.
stars.
Yeah. Yep. So about this point, as you start putting your tunic down, you arrive at another cedar building with large windows, and you've arrived at helmets, and armor. And this, yeah, the sign above the door is an arched wood sign with a halfling standing. He's leaning on a shield, kind of like this, and his tunic is open. He's got billowing hair and like really tight green pants. And you walk in the door, and this shop is just lined with swords and great swords and bows and crossbows and shields and axes and hammers and every basic weapon you could think of is here. And there's multiples of each of them and different designs and yeah, and when you walk in the door, you hear from behind the counter at the end of the shop, and you see a little form get up, climb up onto the counter, and he whooshes his long blonde hair and he says, "Welcome to helmets, and armor. What can I do you for today?" he says.
Shield.
2 helmets.
I've got helmets. I've got lots of helmets. Are you looking for a particular? What?
Your sign makes no sense. Helmets, and armor.
My name is Helmet. This is my helmet and armor shop.
Oh, your fees are not clear.
Okay.
Helmet and armor.
Helmets and armor.
Well, you're a helmet that makes helmet, also an armor.
I didn't see the apostrophe.
Yeah.
Or do you have a brother named Armor that makes armor?
I know my physique is a little distracting. Just try to ignore the sign for now. I've got helmets. They're on these racks over here. He jumps down off of the counter and runs his hand along a rack of helmets. And then over here, he comes to the other side and he goes to another island. You've got all of these shields.
Now, who made these shields?
Various blacksmiths did.
So you're not the only blacksmith here.
Oh, I'm not a blacksmith.
Oh,
No, I just sell the wares.
okay. That's really deceiving because your name is Helmet, and the shop's name is Helmet, and Armor.
I sell them.
Assuming you make helmets because your name is Helmet, I was also assuming you have other brother named Armor that makes armor. And seeing the shield here, I was assuming you also had another acquaintance named Shield that only makes shield.
Yeah, you can't really
somebody
assume
without a
things,
brain.
can't ya?
See, for somebody without a brain, you're overthinking this quite a bit.
I
My
I buy
intelligence is
I buy
eight.
wares from various blacksmiths within the region between Emmerport, even a few in Rexentrum, some of the other minor towns.
So I'll be real here. My man over here is looking for a shield, but he doesn't have any money. And he has already sold his body after he dies. So I don't know what he can do for
I mean,
you.
he could sell his body while he's alive.
True.
That's the way you do it. Sell your body more than once.
Also, like we're trying to can you help us answer a question?
I'll do my best. What's your question?
Are you you have to be familiar with blacksmithing, right? Like you may not be the blacksmith, but like you've done some, like you've dabbled, right? Like
Oh no,
no, none.
no.
Is there a blacksmith?
Well, there's plenty in town.
Like, do you know where one? We're just trying to get we're trying to get some instructions or information or just anything on welding this cauldron to our friend here.
We're still on about that.
Oh, I don't.
What do you think? What do you think about it? Okay, we have this cauldron, and I'm gonna grab the cauldron from.
Yes.
We like it. We like to store food in here. Right? Like we tilt it open and we show how it's currently got food in it.
What happens if I shove
Smells
you
good.
into the pool?
It wouldn't be the first person to be shoved in the cauldron.
Oh,
That's true.
I've kidnapped. We kidnapped somebody and shoved him in the cauldron before.
Yep, that's
let's
true.
just use the word kidnap and cauldron. Same word.
Didn't kidnap. We rescued him, honestly.
Okay, that's
We
That makes it
forcefully rescued him from a situation.
Yes, you did.
you guys forcibly rescued people into cauldron and never let them out.
No, we let him out.
Let him out.
They're having a very nice, consensual, loving relationship with a kobold named Toon somewhere else.
I'm saying, did you say insensual or consensual?
Consensual.
Sensual.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna pull 11 coins out of my body that Kevin threw at me earlier. I have this many coins.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna sit back as soon as I'm just gonna cross my hands, put my fingers together, and watch as he starts his negotiation strategies.
There's no negotiation here. I have 11 coins that you threw at me. I'm offering him and say, "Can I buy a shield with this?"
Yeah. Yeah. So what I got is yeah. He walks towards the back of the store, one of the corners, and this is where the used section, the pre-used, pre-worn armor and shields and weapons are at. And he pulls out a buckler. It's like this big, and it once had a nice little dome in the center, but it's since kind of been crushed in quite a bit. I could do this for 11 copper. I don't know how good it's gonna protect you. It'll be more show than anything, but maybe sometimes that says a lot.
How much for the cauldron?
No.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna stop him right there and grab the cauldron back. You're not selling this. This is not for sale.
There are plenty of food in the cauldron. What about food inside the cauldron? Would you take them?
Also not for sale.
I'm not
Use my
selling
friend
them.
used.
I'm not selling anything. I'm exchanging.
You know, I thought you might be different. I thought that I could trust you. I gave you a warhammer, and this is how you thank me.
I think we all agree shield is more useful than cauldron on my back.
I don't agree.
We have very clear priorities that are not being met here.
Okay. Can you turn this cauldron into shape of a shield so I can at least use it as a shield? And
Also,
still have
no.
the functionality of a cauldron.
Also, no. Although it would be cool. Hey, could we have somebody that could fuse a shield to his arm? I'd pay for that if we could form it. I'll tell you what. I'll buy you a shield if we can also put the cauldron on your back.
Everybody wins.
Everybody wins.
Can I persuasion you for?
You know what? Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion.
21.
Motherfucker. I can't beat that.
I've dumped everything into my
What the hell did you roll?
I rolled a 12 and then I add 9
Hell yeah.
because I'm proficient in it, so I add 4 from that plus my 20 for charisma.
And I'll roll for.
I would say roll for insight.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I need a natural 20 then. Luigi. You know what? You make a really good, convincing argument. You're right. Everybody wins in that situation. You get what you want, I get what I want. Let's do it.
All right.
Perfect.
What kind of good shields you got over here? You got any really nice shields?
Yeah. I got. No, that's not it.
Right. So having a cauldron welded to my back, does that mean I can never be backstabbed because cauldron will be in the way?
No, it's not that big of a cauldron. You're a big dude.
I would say that if someone tried it, they might have some sort of like minus to their hit.
What's the diameters on cauldron?
That means they specifically have to aim for a kidney shot or
Yeah.
whatever you have where a kidney would be.
Yeah.
What's the dimensions on this cauldron?
Big,
Pretty big.
but also small enough that a halfling can hold onto it.
Yeah.
Because our
So that's not
backpack,
big.
which was a halfling, used to hold onto it.
Yep.
We used to have a halfling as a backpack. He used to ride Clarence's back.
Well, it's smaller than 4 feet.
Yeah,
Alrighty. We have.
and I imagine it's like a nice
Yeah.
Yeah.
foot and a half,
that's it.
1.5 2 feet by 2 feet.
Yeah.
So it's wide, is what you're saying.
I guess. Yeah. It's round.
It's round, but not tall. It's not cylinder.
Correct.
It's more of a cheese wheel.
I've never really thought about this cauldron too much.
Yeah.
And we're attaching this shit to my bag. I think I need to know the dimension of it.
I'll tell you what. How about we we'll like find a way to like strap it to your back for a trial process.
Okay.
And then when it goes good, we'll weld it to you.
I already sold my dead body. At this point, I'm willing to do whatever to my body.
Clearly. Anyways, what kind of shield? My man, shields.
Yeah. So we have this little arm shield. This is 200 gold. It is really well attached to. It does really well attach to your forearm. It gives you +1 to your AC. It allows you, because it is attached to your forearm, you got both hands free. So there's a bonus to that. I also have a larger shield. It comes in both metal or wood. This could also be attached to you. I'm sure if you guys are talking about welding, you could probably find a way to weld it on to the arm. This is 500 gold, and it has an ability. It has +2 to AC. There is a strength requirement to it because of its abilities, but you sort of look like you're strong enough to do this. While holding the shield, if you do not move or attack or cast a spell during your turn, you can go into a defensive stance. And as long as you're in that stance, you're hiding yourself behind the shield, treating it as half cover. We also have a portable shield. This is one of the more rare things that I have in stock. And he picks it up and goes, and he folds it up to the size of what looks like a bracer. And there's obviously a little bit of magic here, so it could work to your advantage. This is 1,000 gold, but it does do +2 to your AC, and it using whatever magic phrase you want, it can retract into.
Yo, I can gotta word this shit.
Yeah, as it would be a bonus action to open it. But once it's open until you close it as a bonus action.
Question. The when you were saying +1 and +2, is that on top of the AC that shields normally give you?
No, that is it. Instead of. Right? Because doesn't a shield just give you +1 or +2?
A shield normally gives you +2.
Yeah. So the little one just gives you a +1 to your AC instead of that because it is smaller.
But still can use two-handed weapons. Okay.
How much for just a regular large shield?
I closed that tab. And
I believe should be like 15G.
not in the way I roll money here. No, it's gonna be 300.
The economy of this fucking world is
Hey,
whack.
I started this game giving them just like thousands of gold,
So what
like
happened to
no
inflation?
problem. So I have to scale the economy differently.
Were they just giving out, fucking free checks to people?
Yes, I was actually.
Nick, how much gold do you have?
Over 1,000.
Tom, how much gold do you have?
Like 950.
I have over 2,000.
The regular ass shield is just 10 gold bits.
Yep. But because I decided to just give them so much money all the time, I need to scale the world to. You'll catch up, don't you worry.
All right, Drake, I'll loan you 300 gold for a shield.
Okay.
How much was the really cool one? 500 gold then?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Drake. I'll give you 500 gold.
Find me 500 gold for a large shield.
Piece of shit. No, it's a magical large shield.
The one that will retract into just what looks like a bracer.
No, how much is the one before that?
The one that I can
Oh.
use it as a cover.
Oh, sorry. What did I say? 200? Yeah, sure. 200.
Okay. Go with it.
No, the
Let's
plus
go.
one.
Let's go.
What?
Yeah, let's go.
I was talking about like the +2, the second one that you said. The
Yeah.
+2 and
Yeah,
then,
+2 to AC, and then he can get half cover from it if he doesn't do anything. Then hide behind it. That was 200.
Okay.
She says it's 200.
I'm saying it's 200. Now I'm saying it's 200. I don't know what I said before. Now I'm saying 200.
Okay, cool. We'll get that one then.
Okay.
All right.
Piece of shit.
Am I a piece of shit, or am I just really, really, really tanky piece of shit now?
You're a really tanky piece of shit, and also I'm going to weld a shield to your back.
Yep.
All right.
Hey, I was just welding everything on my body.
I've got 2 tabs to link to you when we are all done.
I'm just gonna hand it directly to Fee. Now I'm down to.
All right. Can I get you gentlemen anything else?
Yeah, you can have your 11 coppers back. There's your starting payment.
That's a tip, sir. You already put it out on the table. Are you gonna keep the copper?
You can take the copper back.
I don't want it. No, we'll be fine. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day then.
Alrighty, great doing business with you.
Yes, thank you.
What's your armor class now? Like 23?
24.
Nice.
With a 3 punch of damage reduction.
Physical damage reduction.
Yeah. I guess my hit point pool.
Yeah. All right.
115.
You guys
How about
leave.
165?
You guys leave. Helmets, and armor. The sun is starting to set. That's yeah, it's getting later. I'd say at this point it's like 5-ish. So it's getting later in the afternoon. What would you guys like to do? Or we could call it now and we can pick up with the rest of the shopping and game casino going next time.
Oh, we are close to the casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got all I wanted.
Yeah, let's save it for next time.
Alrighty.
Go to the casino. That's how I make all my money.
Could get all our money back. Buy my body back.
Excellent.
I'm not gonna buy your body back. I don't
Yeah, you're
care.
not getting it back.
I'm not getting my body back.
Yeah, we're just
Get
gonna
your
weld a whole
body
bunch of
back,
stuff
body
to you
back,
so
body
that
back.
when he does eventually get your body, he's gonna like show up and he's like, what is this like spatula doing and like this pot and
We
like,
just Tears Kingdom it and just add a bunch of body parts to
yeah,
it.
we just fuse everything.
Yeah.
together. Like there's a fan attached to his leg.
Can we get extra pair of arms
Yeah,
Yeah.
or rockets attached?
right. Like he's got all these batteries attached to him, so we can run all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We turn him into a boat.
You can use them as a snowboard.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
You're not gonna be able to use your shield as a snowboard because we're gonna weld it to your arm.
Yep.
Okay, well,
unless I detach my arm and use it as a snowboard.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that means I have a throwing weapon.
Oh dear.
I can just throw my arm.
Well, I guess we'll call it there tonight. Thank you everyone for joining us. And yeah, we'll be here next week doing more of the dice rolling and role playing. I'm Sarah, this is my channel. You can find me at those places up there. You can also find me at Sunken Treasures Games, my retro game store in Richland, Washington. On Instagram, it is at Sunken Treasures Games. And yeah, friends, where can fans find you when you're not here?
I'm just gonna point to it. Don't know which direction it is, but it's the at KevDZ88 SOS Wrestling next month, June 9th.
Yep.
Yeah.
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Huh?
2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yes. 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Half of the people here are in matches to potentially be the SOS champion.
Yes. No,
The title belts don't have a match.
next SOS champion right here. Or right there. Who knows? I don't know.
About to be a triple crown winner at SOS.
Okay.
I'm sponsoring the show, so I'll be there.
Yay!
Cheering and
All
booing.
involved.
I'm excited.
Cool.
Right, Tom, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thom Alman, on half of the Academy, will be at DOA Wrestling in Portland next week on Saturday. The entire DOA Academy, including Dr. Cleaver and apparently we've got Jaden has some buddies. I don't believe it because nobody likes him, but we'll see. I assume we'd be at SOS Pro Wrestling the following Friday, but we don't have a match, so maybe we'll just show up with our belts and hang out with Sarah.
Heck yeah.
You can find me at Educated Enforcer on Instagram, Thom Alman on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, you're going to get lots of puppy photos from PTA.
Yay.
Hangs out with Vanya and Dory.
Glorious.
And I am the other half of the Academy, Nick Radford, the poet laureate of professional wrestling. Find me all the places, Nick is Radford. Check out my blog, nickisradford.com. Listen to my podcast, Champion Shipping. And as Tom said, we'll be at DOA on June 3rd. Eventually at SOS, June 9th. And maybe elsewhere in the month of June. Stay tuned.
Maybe.
I mean, you're on the poster. You got to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
Put you on a poster.
You would think.
You think so?
You
My headcanon is that just nobody wants to face us because we're too good.
That's
Which
true.
we understand.
Whoever's running SOS simply can't find an appropriate team to go against us.
Mythic Raiders versus the Academy. Let's
Mythic
do it.
Raiders, yeah.
Let's do it.
None of us actually did the Mythic Raid the last 3 expansions, but yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking
No,
about.
I Mythic rated in Battle for Azeroth.
Oh, really? Oh
Yeah.
man, F
I
that.
did. I went 9 out of 12 in Mythic Nyalotha.
Damn.
Is
I
this
feel like-
WoW talk?
This is WoW talk. Yeah.
This is wild
I feel like
talk.
we need Cleaver to pop in and just be like, nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, everyone, thank you. Thank you for playing with me, and we'll see you all next week.